The reason I don't speak on non-agenda items is not that I'm weak, that I'm afraid, but that is beneath me.
The collusion that you have with the newspaper, as well as the communist actions that you are prevailing here in this and these agenda items.
That is not a non-consent agenda item. That was never on the agenda, and that's not up for discussion.
So this discussion.
You're not taking away these public comments because you're a tyrant, Mayor, and people are calling you a tyrant. You're a tyrant, City Manager Cagle, and you don't want people to tell you that you're a tyrant. I get it. You got weak skins. You're cowards. You can't face the people that you represent.
Our citizens to come in and to speak. We thank you for your comments tonight.
I filled out a form, madam. Yeah. CJ Grisham? Yeah, I filled it out.
I'm sorry. Okay. Sir, I cannot hear your comments at this time because it has to be from residents only.
Yeah, that's against the law, so I'd like to speak for my 3 minutes.
Sir.
You're violating Chapter 551 of the Government Code of the Open Meetings Act.
I'm doing what
I am a member of the public. I signed up to speak like everybody else. I am a member of the public. You have no authority to stop me from speaking.
Also.
None whatsoever.
I'm sorry, sir, but I have to.
I know you're sorry. This whole council is sorry because nobody's standing up for this.
Okay.
You have no authority to keep me from speaking, and I'm going to speak, and you're going to hear me about your tyranny. Oh, look at that. Now you're going to run away and hide.
Sir.
Yeah. I've got 3 minutes, so I can say whatever I want for my 3 minutes because I'm a member of the public. Fucking tyrants. I can say whatever I want, these fucking tyrants. Every single one of you. I will see you in the courts.
Got another customer. 30 splits in it?
Yep. You just screwed with the wrong guy now. You can shut up your own citizens, but you're not shutting me up.
That's obvious.
Yep, it is. I fought 21 years in 2 wars to protect the First Amendment, while you cowards sit up there and lord over us.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be covering the city council meetings that have gotten some attention in the news lately, where civil rights lawyer CJ Grisham unloads on the mayor and the city council because the mayor and the city council have shut down the public comments at the city council meetings. This topic has been covered on a few YouTube channels already, but what I don't think a lot of people realize is the main reason why Debbie Nash King and the city council have shut down the public comments is because of the public criticism they have been receiving about a 45-minute audio recording that has been released and is going around that has the mayor, Debbie Nash King, conspiring and being corrupt with the Killeen Daily Herald newspaper, which will be referred to as KDH numerous times in this video. It is the opinion of a lot of citizens that this mayor is allegedly racist because in this recording, she talks about how she would rather have black people in powerful positions for no other reason than their race. It's also very apparent in this conversation that the mayor had a quid pro quo relationship with KDH that is a conflict of interest and very inappropriate and possibly illegal. Well, I've got the conversation between Killeen Mayor Debbie Nash King and Killeen Daily Herald, and that is going to be at the end of the video. But before we get to that, I'm going to show you some of the highlights from the city council meeting that took place on January 9th, 2023 in Killeen, Texas. Let's get into it. Y'all enjoy it, and I'll see y'all later.
So, you want to take away our right to speak about non-agenda items because we can't get anything on the agenda. You don't listen to us. You've outright stated in the paper that you're in cahoots with. And before you say the paper has nothing to do with it, I've got 45 minutes of audio of the mayor in KDH's office, in the editor's office, colluding.
Mr. Fornino,
This is my time, Madam Mayor.
Mr. Fernino.
This is on the agenda, and why you want to
Mr.
take away my
Fernino,
right to speak.
It is citizen comments. Stay focused, please.
The gentleman behind me seems to have some rude remarks. Where was his warning? Why is he not removed? Okay, I keep telling you, I'm ugly, I'm not stupid. Right? You want to take away my right to speak about non-agenda items because we bring up the uncomfortable things. You say you represent us, but we can't get our items on the agenda. You won't meet with us in person. How many times have I stood right here and said, we can go in that little conference room over there. We can have an honest, intellectual, adult back and forth. You refuse to do it. The paper, in support of the mayor, has taken down ability to comment on their articles. And don't tell me that that's not by design. You take down the mayor's official Facebook page, destruction of public records, so we can't get to you that way. You don't answer emails, but as Mayor Pro Tem, who's not here, said, you all stand together. One of you does something, you all stand together. Okay? Prior to Christmas, okay, you want to take away my right to speak because I sent audio to all of you in every organization that most of you belong to. Okay? We're at the 25-40 mark of that 45 minutes. Mayor, non sequitur, for no reason whatsoever, starts making racist comments, how she has a whole racial tier system as to who she wants to deal with
Mr.
based on skin
Fornino,
color.
how does that,
That's why you want to take away my right.
Mr. Fornino, how does that have to do with the agenda, non-agenda item?
Because that's why you want to take away my right to speak.
Please stick to the
I
non-agenda item.
am, just like when we were talking about the budget, how somehow the city manager's salary was not on the budget. Madam Mayor, if you can't follow along and string ideas together, I don't have time to tutor you. And you can't afford me. I
Point of
guarantee
order.
you that.
Point of order. If I'm not mistaken, we're not supposed to be
We're not supposed to be
humiliating or
attacking.
criticizing or attacking fellow
Mr.
council members.
Fornino, please stay
No,
on the
this is the
item.
agenda. This is exactly why the agenda. This
It
is
is
why you
non-agenda
don't want
item.
us speaking. You interrupt. Okay, that 45 minutes of audio, you kept interrupting the person who was trying to counter against you in
Mr.
that cute little
Fornino,
meeting you were having.
the removal of non-agenda comments, that is what's on the agenda to
And
be
that's why you want to do
discussed.
it. You want to prevent us from having our First Amendment rights, period. You are trying to silence opposition. You take away our ability to reach you, to comment to you. Yet you're open, you're transparent, you're accountable. In the mood I'm in right now, I can't muster laughter. I'm sorry, what's going on in the back of the room, Madam Mayor? You keep asking me for respect. You ask us for respect. And here we have it. I hope the TV cameras are catching this one. Because for once, the camera's not only on me. Time after time after time. You won't sit down with us. You will not meet with us. You ignore us. And then you expect us to act like you just took a dump in our hats and we're supposed to say it fits better? I don't think so. You don't like what I have to say? I don't care. I have the right to say it. So does everybody else who gets up here. They have that right, whether I agree with them or disagree with them. That is a God-given right. For all of you holy rollers in this room who want to cling to religion, our rights come from God, not from you. So knock it off. Don't play with the Constitution. By the end of this year, I guarantee you, this city is going to be sued by the federal government, the state, and its citizens. That's going to be your legacy.
I've come up here on several occasions and I've asked for etiquette. I've asked for respect. I've asked for consideration. I've asked for thoughtful debate. And I've gotten racism. I've gotten hate. I've gotten threats. I've gotten surveillance of my home. All because I oppose certain things. Stop spending money. My country is $91 trillion in debt. Stop spending money. So that's my statement. But then I come up here and I don't have the ability to speak about it? You want to take away anybody's voice because it makes you uncomfortable, because we don't agree with you, Madam Mayor, because you disrespect by not even acknowledging somebody sitting up here talking to you. You want to play with everything else up there. That's why I wish there was a
Mr.
split screen up
Price.
here. I wish there was a split screen up here so that way anybody online can see you and how you disrespect those that are up here when we were speaking on these items. They're right here. I've heard that audio myself.
Mr. Price, if it's not about.
And it's pissed me
on
off
the
because it's me
non-agenda
not being
item,
able to sit here and
that is
speak
your
on
first
RS
warning
24001. Okay?
Mr. Price,
RS.
if it's not on the non-consent
I am
agenda,
speaking to RS
well, stick to it.
24001, am I not? So if I'm speaking to this right here, okay, then I'm on the agenda item. Get it?
Yes.
The collusion that you have with the newspaper, as well as the communist actions that
Mr.
you are
Price,
prevailing here in
that
these
is
agenda
not
items.
a non-consent agenda item. That was never on the agenda, and that's not up for discussion.
This
So
discussion item right
please
here,
stay with the
DS
non-consent
2401 is
agenda.
not what we're talking
No,
about?
sir. It's the non-consent agenda item. This is a special meeting.
Okay. Sure, right? Well, it still doesn't change my opinion that my city council's racist.
Thank you.
Trying to figure out which of our constitutional rights any of you respect. You're taking away these citizen comments because you don't want us talking about conversations at a newspaper. You don't want us holding you accountable for things that you've done outside of these chambers. Are you able to remove citizen comments? Yes. What you're not allowed to do is do so for a discriminatory purpose. So even if you do something legal, even if you do something that on its face doesn't appear to be discriminatory, if you do it for a discriminatory purpose, it's illegal. You're not taking away these public comments because you're a tyrant, Mayor, and people are calling you a tyrant. You're a tyrant, City Manager Cagle, and you don't want people to tell you that you're a tyrant. I get it. You got weak skins. You're cowards. You can't face the people that you represent. And by getting rid of these citizen comments, you don't have to sit here and listen to that. Like every other city that has no problem listening to citizens coming up there and saying what a bad job their city council's doing. But this city council has a problem with that. For some reason, you just can't stomach the fact that you suck at what you do and that the people don't like it. So instead of just sucking up the 5 or 6 people who disagree with you, you're going to shut everyone up just to silence those 5 or 6 people. That's a discriminatory purpose. You cannot discriminate based on the content of someone's speech. You can't, Madam Mayor, when somebody's up here during public comments, interrupt them. Read Chapter 551 of the Government Code. This is public comment period, not Debbie Nash King communist period. Okay? Mr. Boyd, you're not even supposed to be speaking during public comments. There's case law on this. This is public comments. You are not members of the public. None of you are. You're members of the city council. And I know you know this because I sent you the email with the case law on this issue. I noticed you're not trying to shut me up, but everyone else you were interrupting during their comments. You need to take a real deep look inside because each and every one of you are either the problem or you're enabling the problem. And the problem is you, Madam Mayor, and your tyrant Cagle there, who think that you can just lord over these people and do whatever you want without having to worry about consequences. The consequences are going to come, and it's going to be in the ballot box. And by the way, I saw your signs out there to open carry. Just want to let you know I am concealed carrying. People know I'm armed. So what? Doesn't change who I am. Doesn't make me more or less dangerous. Do you feel safer? Does it make you feel better? Because you go and tell people in the media, you see, we can't come and talk about these things if you get rid of public comments, the kinds of things that you're doing that aren't on the agenda. You want to determine what we care about, not us. And when somebody comes up here and they're speaking about something on the agenda, Madam Mayor, you don't get to tell them how they discuss their beliefs on an agenda item.
The reason I don't speak on non-agenda items is not that I'm weak, that I'm afraid, but that is beneath me.
So after all that public speaking, every one of the council members voted yes to do away with the public comments. That's how corrupt this Killeen mayor and city council is. Okay, as y'all heard those citizens saying in the public meeting, there's a 45-minute recording of the mayor and the Killeen Daily Herald, These are the highlights of the transcripts. 743, no truth, I'm not sure what that means. 1820, wants to make mayor look good. I guess the paper said they want to make the mayor look good. At 24:55, she wants black people in positions of power. At 25 minutes and 44 seconds, the mayor allegedly says, because you're black, and to be honest with you, you're a black man, I want you to be successful. And Janelle is African American. Okay, not sure what they're meaning by that. Goes behind the scenes to protect the Killeen Daily Herald. I guess that's mentioned in the conversation. At 35 minutes and 30 seconds, she is choosing which reporters she wants to work with, which is not good. Now, here's the transcripts. I did get sent an audio file, but when I try to open it and play it, it is not working. So, but it's 45 minutes. I don't want to make an hour-long video anyway. But these are the transcripts. Feel free to pause it and read it. It's kind of confusing because it doesn't say who says what, but I'm hoping that somebody will send me a good link to the audio, and I will make a separate video out of that as soon as I get that, and you guys will be able to hear it for yourselves. But that'll be in another video. But here are the alleged transcripts of the mayor speaking with the Killeen Daily Herald. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Look forward to the audio file of this conversation. I am sure it'll be sent to me soon.